is all about the relaxation portion, really, of yoga. So very similar to meditation, to the degree of the fact that you are embracing the quiet. You're embracing the silence. You're embracing the quiet of the moment, and taking time to self-evaluate in the poses. So it's very small, minimal amount of poses that you're doing, but you are exploring and relaxing in the relaxation portion, really being able to let go. So we have pillows and blankets. Oftentimes at a yoga studio pre-COVID, there'd be bolsters, which are bigger, longer pillows, about kind of the length of your torso, longer. They're a little thicker too, so there's a little less give to them. So if you're at home, you can just use, obviously, your own pillows, blankets or towels. Don't be surprised, especially for the time of the morning that we're doing this, if you fall asleep. It's totally normal. I personally find that, especially when you're in an actual class, I think that is actually very complimentary to the instructor, because you're able to let go and relax enough in a room full of strangers oftentimes, and when you're in an actual yoga class, right? So I've never taken that as something that is offensive. I know I've heard other instructors think that's rude, not through the university or anywhere that I've specifically ever taught, but I've overheard conversations before, and I actually think the opposite. To me, I think it's generally hard for people to be in the moment and let go when you're in a room full of strangers, right? We're always looking around at what other people are doing, worried about what other people might be thinking of us. So I think when you can really relax and even fall asleep, because I think that's an ultimate sign of really not only relaxation but vulnerability, as well, to sleep in a strange place, right? Unless you have narcolepsy, then maybe not. That's not shocking, right? So when you first do restorative yoga, your first 1 or 2 times, maybe even 3 times, if you are someone who's used to being busy, moving, even through your typical flow that you're used to for yoga, right? Where we're flowing through, we're doing our sun salutations, and we're kind of pretty consistently moving. This will feel very different to you. And don't be shocked if your mind wanders, if you feel like you kind of want to fidget a little bit. That's all just normal. It's really hard for us to be in the moment and be still when we feel like there's a million other things we got to get to and we got to get done, okay? So what I want you to really embrace through this practice is self-exploration of having a conversation with yourself. Yoga is one of the only times that it's okay to be really self-centered for 45 minutes, an hour, or longer, that you're really only concerned with yourself, right? So maybe it's just even a self check-in mentally of how am I doing? How am I feeling? That's okay. We use the pillows or the blankets to support us, so it allows our bodies to get into some of these positions that maybe you wouldn't be able to stay in as long, but from the support of the pillows and blankets, it makes it a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more cozy, softer on your body. So then you can really relax and let go. So you can explore more depth, hopefully, than you would if we were just holding the pose without any additional support, okay? So we'll start out with just a little light warming, a little light moving, just to wake up our bodies, and then we'll go from there. So go ahead and find a seated position on your mat. So again, I've got 3 pillows here. I've got a blanket. I've got a couple extra ones on my couch if I really need them, but it's all here. And the cats are already in it. They're in it to win it. We hear you, Marshall. Everybody can hear you. And that's not relaxing for restorative yoga, please. Not that he cares what I say. Okay, so finding a seated position on your mat. Okay, we'll just settle in to a seated position that's comfortable for you. So maybe it's legs long, maybe it's legs wide, maybe it's crisscross. So just whatever feels best. Gently close your eyes. We'll just bring our attention inward. Just breathing here in the moment. So you even have the option if you wanted to like sit on top of a pillow here right now, give a little cushion under your sits bones. Oftentimes that pillow just lifts you a little bit higher too than your legs, so it gives you this like stacked support in your body. So just again, an option. And we'll start to deepen our breath, just bringing more attention and more awareness to the breath as we inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth, letting go of the breath. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth, letting go of the breath. Inhale deeply through the nose. Feel the belly rise, filling with air. And exhale out the mouth, letting go of the breath. Inhale deeply through the nose. Feel the belly rise, filling with air. Rib cage expands. And exhale out the mouth, letting go of the breath. Inhale deeply through the nose. Feel the belly rise, filling with air. Rib cage expands, chest expands. And exhale out the mouth, letting go of the breath. Inhale deeply through the nose. Feel the belly rise, filling with air. Rib cage expands, chest expands. And exhale out the mouth, letting go of the breath. Let's add those arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let it go. And inhale, reach it up. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, reach it up. We'll take a side bend, right hand down, left arm follows, reaching up and over. Nice, easy side body stretch. Nice, deep inhale. Exhale, we gently rise, and let's go straight over to the other side. Left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, gently, slowly rise. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold into your lap. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, gently, slowly rise. Inhale, reach up. Let's take our right hand to our left knee, left arm back behind us. Nice gentle twist, looking over our left shoulder. Marshall. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, gently uncoil. We'll inhale, reach up. Left hand will come to the right knee. Right arm reaches back behind us. Nice gentle twist to the left, or to the right, sorry. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, gently uncoil. And then we'll start to set up. So our first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start in just a supported child's pose, okay? So 2 to 3 pillows are going to stack up. And these will go underneath your chest. So because I have some different size variations, I'm going to use my big one on the bottom, my square one, and I'm going to take my longer ones on the top. So they're stacked to travel through my spine. You can use then your blanket if you'd like to, just place them underneath your knees just for a little extra padding. You don't have to though, blanket can just be off to the side. So we're taking our knees wide width of our mat, big toes together. You're gonna pull those pillows in so they'll hit underneath your torso, right? You can take one pillow, that top pillow, slightly farther in front, just so it gives a little extra support to the chest and the head. And then you'll just lay right over top of those pillows. So from here, you can actually, as you relax into those pillows, let your hips slide out wider and open up wider away, so they'll even be wider than the width of your mat. I like to put my hands just nicely, elbows bent, nicely down in front so I can rest my forehead on top of my palms. And you're just gonna breathe here. We're just breathing here. We're just embracing that feeling of relaxation. So maybe you notice that your hips can open a little bit more. Maybe you notice just a deeper stretch through the hips, even through the glutes a little bit too, because of how far our hips can open up. more breaths here. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly rise. We'll set up for our next position. So our next position is actually a supported train of thought lost. Pigeon pose, sorry. So what you're gonna do is this, pretty easy setup. You're actually gonna take a pillow and you're gonna sit on it. So when you sit on it, your right knee is gonna be in front. So my right shin is facing the top of my mat. My left shin, my hip opens, so my left hip opens, and my left foot is basically facing the back of the mat, and my hip is open. I'm gonna take another one of my pillows, or two pillows, depending on how high you feel like you want your chest up. So if you have less range of motion, less flexibility, you might use more pillows in front of you. If you've got more flexibility, you might use less pillows. So all you're gonna do is this. You're gonna start to take your chest forward to the pillows, and as you do, gently just slide that left leg back so that pillow gives support between the hips. And then you'll just gently fold over top of the other pillows and relax. So let's say you've got real tight hips. You could stack a second pillow right underneath, giving a little bit more support underneath your right. So when you slide your left leg back, your hips are actually a little higher up. So again, now you can relax into that space, and the pillows are there for support to take some of that weight out, and it won't feel as straining on your hips if you lack some range of motion. So it always takes a minute or so to get into the pose. That's pretty normal. And once you find a space where you can settle in, that's where then we just relax. more breaths here. And then as you're ready, gently, slowly rise. Remember, when we roll out of this, we just roll to the right side, so the same side of whichever leg is in front. And then we'll set up for the same thing, but on the left side. So you might also notice, if you're tighter on one side than the other side, you might need the 2 pillows on the one side, but maybe you don't on the other side as well. So again, we find seated position first. Left shin is in front. Right hip is open and in back. You've got your 1 to 2 pillows underneath you. When you're ready, you start to take the chest forward and you start to straighten out that left leg back behind you, or that right leg, sorry, back behind you, folding over top of your left leg. And breathe here and relax. Take 3 more breaths here. gently, slowly rise. We'll roll to our left and come out of it. Good. So from here, we're stacking our pillows behind us. Give some room for your head. If you are uncomfortable with your head hanging past the pillows, you can take one pillow and stack it behind the other two pillows. So you still want to make sure that you've got a higher stack of pillows and then one pillow. But generally, because of the world that we live in, sitting at computers and all those different things, usually a nice back bend feels good. So this is our supported fish pose. You can take it with your legs long out in front of you, or you can take it in a butterfly. I personally like to take it in a butterfly because I like that extra hip opening stretch. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna pull your pillows to the base of your hips and low back. You're gonna lay right over top, and then you have options with your arms. Your arms can either reach past the top of your head and relax here, or you can take arms out to a T here. You can drop your arms down by your sides as well. I just find that then you don't get as much of this shoulder stretch as well. So sometimes it feels good to take those arms past the top of your head. Just breathe here. Take 3 more breaths here. When you're ready, we gently slowly rise. So again, this is just a little bit more gentle. Just be nice and slow with your body as you rise. Good. We're gonna slide those pillows out from underneath us. We'll lay all the way back. We're gonna bend our knees, feet flat, and then we're gonna get these pillows underneath our hips. So a 2-stack or 3-stack supported bridge. So you're gonna bridge up nice and high, even maybe get onto those tiptoes just to slide those pillows underneath you. You wanna make sure that those pillows are at that hip juncture between your hips and your low back. And then just relax those hips down onto those pillows, keeping those knees bent, arms down by your side. Take 3 more breaths here. And when you're ready, walk those heels closer into your pillows. So again, you can press up, bridging up a little bit higher, and then just gently take those pillows out from underneath you. Then we'll gently, slowly rise. Such a nice bright day. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to take a nice long, wide straddle. So straddle your legs the width of your mat as deep as you feel comfortable. Pillows are stacked in front of us. We'll take a nice deep inhale, reach up long, and exhale, forward fold. So playing with where you want those pillows stacked. And just relaxing down into it. So what you're trying to get is this nice open hip, right? So you're gonna feel the stretch through the inner and outer thigh, but you're also looking for how much length we can get through our spine to fold forward and relax down into that as well. And then our pillows actually hold our body stable and still, so you can kind of just let go. Three more breaths here. And then gently, slowly rise. So we're going to take next legs up the wall. So if you've got a wall by you, I highly recommend using that for support. If you have a bed or a couch or anything, so I'm going to use like my couch, you can use that as well, okay? You only need about one pillow or two, so if you want to put some support behind your head, you're more than welcome to. So what you're doing is this, you're going to stack up those pillows right up against that wall, or whatever you're using as kind of your flat surface. You're going to scooch. This is probably the hardest part of this, getting into it, because you're going to scooch your hips all the way up to the edge of the wall or the couch or the bed, whatever, so your legs can go straight up. So getting into that position can just be hard because there's a lot of scooching that has to happen. So once you kind of get close, if you lay down and then kind of just scoot yourself all the way forward, then legs are straight up. So obviously if you have a full wall, it makes more sense because then your legs can relax into the wall, right? But if you don't have a wall but you're using the couch or your bed, that works too. You'll just get a little bit more muscle engagement because of the fact that you have to keep yourself up there a little bit. The wall is not doing some of the support for you. Take 3 more breaths here. And gently release. If you just roll to one side, it allows you to pull those pillows out from underneath you. Good. And we're actually going to get into our side lying position for our meditation. So you're going to take one pillow underneath you. Here's where your blanket comes in. One pillow between the knees and one pillow to kind of hug and hold on to. Okay, blanket can come over top of you. if you want it. If you do not want it, do not worry about that. You could also put the blanket underneath you for more support. Good. And just lying on your side, gently close your eyes.
Meditation 1. Prepare yourself for meditation. Make your body very comfortable. Take a moment to settle into your meditation seat. Let your body relax. And as it does, bring your attention into your body and feel it just as it is right now. Within your body, begin to feel your breath flowing in and out. At first, you can let your breath be a little bit stronger than usual. Breathe in such a way that you really feel the breath flowing through you. Really feel your breath and connect to the feeling of your breath. And then let your breath just be natural. Let it find its own rhythm, its own depth. But imagine that every time you breathe, your breath is washing over you, washing away any tension. Pay attention to your breath and imagine that every time you breathe, your breath is smoothing away the impressions of your day. Your fears dissolve. Your worries wash away in the flow of your breath. Just let your breath flow. every once in a while, take a deeper breath. Let that breath move into every part of your body. And then let your breath just be natural again. When a thought arises, just let it wash away in your breath. Let yourself just completely relax right now. There's nothing to do. There's nowhere to go. Stay with your breath. Now keep your eyes closed, and once again, make your breath a little stronger. Breathe in and fill yourself with joy, with power, with a feeling of freedom, and breathe out all of your stress, all of your worry. Breathe in and fill yourself with energy, with enthusiasm. And breathe out any feeling of tiredness or of sorrow. Breathe in everything that you want to have in your being right now. And breathe out everything that you want to let go of. Take 3 more strong breaths like this. Breathing in, filling yourself. Breathing out, letting go. And holding on to this feeling. Staying connected to your breath. Open your eyes.
Gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Just slowly bring energy back to your body. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly rise. We'll find a seated position on our mat. Nice deep inhale, reach up. Hands come together. And we exhale, bring your hands to heart center. I thank you so much for sharing your practice with me this morning. Namaste. Good job.